Hi, I'm Gabriels, and welcome to Man vs. Mild. Today, we're going to observe one of the most elusive creatures known to man. We are going to observe the wild teenager hunting to survive in the wild. These creatures are hard to find because they usually never leave the safety of their domicile. Our film team has put a lot of time and effort into filming this rare creature. Let's see what they've got. As you can see, the wild teenager has a tight budget, so he must resort to coupon hunting. It's a clever strategy because if he uses his coupons right, he could save up to 25% on his overall cost. Now, let's follow him inside. As you just witnessed, the first thing he went for was something affordable and filling. Rice is a common meal in the teenager's diet because he's eaten it for years and knows how to cook it properly. Now let's see what he goes for next. Another staple for this particular teen is fish, particularly a native fish from his birthplace. Usually, he would have to go out and catch it himself, which would bring the cost down of his weekly meals. But now that he lives in a colder area with not much fish around, he has to resort into frozen. As you can see, he avoids the sugar-filled soda and goes for the fruit juice, which does still contain quite a few sugars, but gives some fruit servings in the process. Let's keep moving. As you can see, this teenager is smarter than he looks. He knows not to make any impulse buys that he'll regret later.
Depression is a common but serious mood disorder. It causes severe symptoms that affect how you feel, think, and handle daily activities such as sleeping, eating, or working. Depression is more than just feeling down. It's a serious illness caused by changes in brain chemistry. Research tells us that other factors contribute to the onset of depression, including genetics, change in hormone levels, certain medical conditions, stress, grief, or difficulty in life circumstances. These are some things that you can do to help you feel better when you are depressed. You can get into a routine. If you're depressed, you need a routine. You can set goals for yourself. When you're depressed, you may feel like you can't accomplish anything. You can exercise, you can eat healthy, and most of all, get enough sleep. Anxiety disorders are a group of mental disorders characterized by significant feelings of anxiety and fear. Anxiety is a worry about future events, and fear is a reaction to current events. These feelings may cause physical symptoms such as a fast heart rate and shakiness. You could do these things when feeling anxious or stressed. You could take a timeout. You could eat well balanced meals. You could limit alcohol and caffeine consumption, which can aggravate anxiety and trigger panic attacks. Get enough sleep. You could exercise again. Take deep breaths and count to 10 slowly in your head, and do your best.
Online gambling is under fire by current government and social media, however, is still legal in most provinces. It isn't uncommon for people to go severely broke or even homeless from it if you get addicted. Online gambling can be the most dangerous because it's the easiest to do at home, and that means often your family will not know you're doing it, leaving them incapable of stopping you. Online gambling can also be accessed by kids if credit card use is not properly restricted on a home computer, and can sometimes even be disguised in things like online games, such as in game skins, trades, loot, and more. Marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug, which means it's rendered illegal in most states of the US. However, marijuana being classified as a Schedule 1 drug implies that the government sees marijuana right next to heroin, being that it's also a Schedule 1 drug. A commonly known Schedule 2 drug is cocaine, a drug known to ruin the lives of many people and their families. So then, what makes marijuana so high on the drug spectrum? Well, to compare marijuana with the other Schedule 1 drug, heroin, has completely different statistics. The direct mortality rate of marijuana is quite literally 0, while heroin has a mortality rate of 20,000 people yearly. There are actually no studies found that can prove that marijuana has any known disadvantages other than causing severe anxiety or panic attacks for certain people. Marijuana can actually help treat common pain symptoms or control epileptic seizures, but that doesn't mean it should be legalized, but it also shouldn't be illegal. There's no reason it should be illegal, but that doesn't mean it's good. In 100,000 people, 300 are arrested annually just because of marijuana. So if there is no bad in marijuana, then we should not be arresting so much people every year. Instead, it should be legalized and very regulated, which clearly Canada agrees with.